Quadratic equations factorization. Word problems. Question number 2. The sum of squares of two consecutive odd positive integers is 394. Find the two numbers. So what are consecutive odd positive integers? Examples are 7 and 9, 11 and 13, 15 and 17, 31 and 33. So these all are examples of consecutive odd positive integers, and you can see that every time the difference between the two consecutive odd positive integers is that of 2. For example, if you take 3 and 5, the difference is 2. If you take 9 and 11, the difference is of 2. If you take 17 and 19, difference is of 2. So whenever a question of this kind is there, that is two consecutive odd positive integers or two consecutive even positive integers, in both cases take the two numbers as x and x plus 2. So here we will take, let the two consecutive, consecutive means one after the other, let the two consecutive odd positive integers be x and x plus 2. So these are the two consecutive odd positive integers x and x plus 2. Now what is given to us is that the sum of the squares of these two consecutive odd positive integers is 394. Remember that it is not the sum of these two numbers square, it is the sum of the squares of these two numbers. So there is difference between the two. So that is what we will write. According to given condition, according to given condition, we have, so that is what we will write, which we are having, that is square of x. So x square plus the square of x plus 2, x plus 2, square of this will write, so x plus 2 square. So according to given condition, we have x square plus x plus 2 whole square, and that is equal to 394. 394. So this is what we have got on applying the given condition. Again I am repeating, do not write x plus x plus 2 whole square equal to 394, because here it is given that the sum of the squares of these two consecutive odd positive integers, that is the sum of the square of x and x plus 2, will be total 394. So now next we will simplify it. So this will give us x square then plus, we will expand x plus 2 whole square. The formula we know, that is a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So that is what we will write, x plus 2 whole square will give on expansion x square plus 4x plus 4, that is equal to 394. Now next we will add these terms, like terms here. So on adding the like terms, we will get x square plus x square, that is 2x square. Then plus 4x plus 4 minus 394 minus 394, that is equal to 0. Why? Because we have to always bring the constant from the right hand side to the left hand side so that our quadratic equation is in the standard form. Next we will further simplify it. 2x square plus 4x plus 4 minus 394. 4 minus 394 will give you minus 390. So that is what we will write. 2x square plus 4x, then 4 minus 394, 4 minus 394, this, that will give you minus 390. So that is what we will write here, minus 390, minus 390 and equal to 0. Now here all the terms on the left hand side can be divided by 2. Also we know that 0 can be divided by 2. So here again I am repeating, all the terms on the left hand side can be divided by 2 and also 0 on the right hand side can be divided by 2. So dividing both sides by 2 we will have, so dividing both sides by 2 we will get x square plus, this will become 2x minus 195 equal to 0. Now we will multiply a and c here. So what is a here? That is the coefficient of x square, that is 1. The constant term is minus 195. So minus 195 into 1, that will give us minus 195 itself. Now we have to factorize minus 195 as a product of two numbers such that we get the difference between them as 2. So if you write minus 195 as a product of minus 13 and 15, we will get minus 195, and on adding them we get 2. So we rewrite 2 as minus 13 plus 15. So let us do that one. So here we will write x square plus 15x minus 13x minus 195 equal to 0. So here you can check also, if you multiply 15 and minus 13, what you will get is minus 195, and on adding them we will get 2x. So in the next step we will take common from the first two terms. So from the first two terms we can see that x is common. So taking x common, remaining will be x plus 5. Now from third and fourth term we will take out minus 13 common. So take minus 13 common from the third and the fourth term, minus 13 x plus 5 equal to 0. Now here again from these two terms we will take x plus 5 common, x plus 5, and remaining will be x minus 13 equal to 0. Now we'll compare both of them equal to 0. So we'll get x plus 5 equal to 0. On solving this, what we'll get? This will give us x equal to minus 5. So rejecting this, we'll reject this one. Why we'll reject? Because it is given to us that x should be greater than 0. Why? Because x is greater than 0. You can write here. Rejecting this because x is greater than 0. Because x has to be a positive odd integer. Now next we will compare x minus 13 with 0. X minus 13 x minus 13 equal to 0. So this will give us, on solving, x equal to 13. Therefore the first odd positive integer is 13. So our required answer will be, therefore this implies the two consecutive odd integers, odd positive integers are x and x plus 2. But what is x? It is 13. And second one is x plus 2, that is 13 plus 2. 13 plus 2, that is equal to 15. So the two consecutive odd positive integers are 13 and 15. So this is our answer. Okay.